I'm Mike, and you're watching the Reptile Guy. Anyway, so I said in the previous video, actually our first video that we posted, that we would go ahead and show you guys how to make one of these badass filtration systems. I gotta go ahead and do one on here because we're gonna separate the crocs and stuff out, kind of grow them out a little bit more, and then we'll switch them up into the larger size waterland tubs that are out back. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another method on that too. I'll show you guys how to use a sand filtration system and stuff. So kind of a quick overview on what's going to happen today is I'm going to show you guys how to use plants to filter out your water. And we're going to, in the process, it converts the nitrates into nitrites, and the plants eat up all the waste products and stuff from the animals, and it's just better overall, all the way around for both plants and animals. Quick equipment list that you guys will need. We're going to need some Leca, which I'll show you here in just a second. So first thing is Leca. I use just recycled Leca. I don't tend to really buy new Leca that often unless I have too many things. I know there's some dirt and there's some debris in it. That's fine. It will not go into your filter area, I promise you. Second thing that we will also need is, let's see here, and do bear with me, I'm still using an iPhone. Have not gotten all the camera equipment in order to go ahead and alter and edit and do all the fun stuff with these videos. It's in the works. This right here is sponge media for your filters, your DIY filters. You can buy a roll of sponge filter on Amazon for like $9.99. It's like a 12-foot roll. It is definitely a lifesaver if you guys are in the aquarium hobby or even in the turtle or aquatic reptile hobby. I definitely suggest you guys, everybody have a roll of it. I think it's a really essential thing. Second thing you'll need is a step drill bit. Third thing that you'll need is your pump. I'm going with an SML-630 pump off of Amazon, capable of doing 230 gallons of water per hour. I believe these are $18.99 on Amazon. Just go ahead and tighten up the bulkhead on the pump. Next thing that you'll need is you'll need some black PVC tubing. I think a 10-foot roll, this is like, I want to say 20 bucks. And basically, you just want to have it to where it almost comes up right to the top. Let me get these things out of the way here, and we'll go over the next material thing. Next, you'll need one of these. This is literally just a planter box. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at Home Depot, Menards. There's all sorts of places that you guys can get these at. They're like $5-6 bucks. Cheap, easy. Essentially, I'll show you guys kind of what's coming next here. So the next thing is these. These screws happen to be aluminum. I don't recommend anything else when you're using water and screws. It's just not exactly a good idea to use metal ones. These are actually rated for water, way better. The only downside about them is they do take a special head. It's a square head, which isn't exactly the easiest thing to find bits for. So next, we're going to go ahead and let me get the last bit of tools that we'll need. Finally, you will need a good impact. Then you will also need a good drill and obviously the tip for the screws. So what we're going to do and how we're going to do this thing on here is, let me just kind of set this down over yonder here, and I'll get this all set up. Now bear with me here. So the idea here is when you're screwing this in, that the lip of this overlaps the top lip of the waterland tubs, and that your screw heads are going into the lip of the waterland tubs and connecting it when they want to screw. It probably would have been a good idea for me to pre-drill these, but it's not necessary. And you'll notice it will pinch the lip of the waterland tub. I'll show you guys here in just a second once I get this thing fully secured on here. These screws happen to be 1-inch screws. So, right here, see how it's pinching the lip of the waterland tub? That allows for a good secure fit. Good secure fit. That's not going anywhere. Alright, so next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need the step drill bit. For that, I'm going to put the camera right there over the hole that we're going to drill. So we're going to drill the far end of this. And the reason for that being is the water will come from right here. It'll get pumped up right here, and it'll come in through the side here, and it'll flow through here in all the plants, and then it's going to flow out this hole right here. Alright? But before we start on that, we're going to start on the next process. So, our plants, they usually come to us already in a planter pot like so. I did shake out some of the soil and whatnot. We're going to go ahead and give this a quick, good soak. Kind of get off some further debris. This is pothos. It's probably the only plant that I recommend for this sort of this sort of setup. I don't think I recommend anything other than pothos. There's really not a whole lot of options, but pothos is a fast grower. It does really well in just about every environment, so you can't really go wrong with it. Second here. Just gotta readjust the camera. Alright, cool. Hold on 1 second. See? Nice quick hole, and it's doing great. Alright, so let's get ready for the next part. Next, you're going to layer down your sponge filter medium. Right down like so. It's literally almost done. Next thing that we're going to go ahead and we're going to do is we're going to drill our side hole. And then we're going to get the pump set up. little bits out. I probably shouldn't have put down that sponge filter first. I would probably wait if I was you guys. Before you put down the sponge filter, my bad. Alright. So now that that's all in, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put together the pump. Alrighty, I'm just going to put this right down yonder here and we're going to install this pump. Pretty simple. Hose that's attached here, you do not need a hose clamp because this pump is fully submerged. It's not under pressure. There is literally no reason for a hose clamp. Just like there's no reason for Teflon tape for the attachment. Alright. So next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to angle. And if you notice, there's a 2-inch gap here. That's purposeful. Alright. Now what we're going to do is now we're going to get ourselves another screw. One final screw. So the fourth screw is going to actually go right into the tubing. And that's to get a downward angle effect to your pump. And what I mean by that, so this tube can't be going like that because it's going to splash water all over the place. You need to be able to get it to go down. So how do we get it to go down? Very simply, we're going to screw it right down. Just like so. We're going to angle it down. So see how it's angled down now? It's not going anywhere. Alright, cool. So, the next stage is our plants. And I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to place them in here like so. Make sure that this is all down. And the other thing is too, is at least in my situation, I want to make sure that they're all kind of facing outward and not facing backwards, since it's going to be against the wall. So you want to definitely take into account, you know, where's your waterland tub going to be, and all that stuff. Now that those are all in, we can start adding our leca. Leca is pretty much my go-to substrate of choice. Let me take some of these leaves out, throw them away. Alright. And it's the same stuff that you would make your false bottoms out of. Basically what it is, it's hydroponic walls. The same stuff, leca. You can buy it pretty much, let's see here, like Home Depot, Harbor Freight, Menards. There's a bunch of places. If you just look up leca online, you should be able to get some. And shouldn't even be an issue at all. Especially with all the marijuana grow ops and stuff, they use this stuff like no tomorrow, from what I've been told. Alright, and that is how you set up a easy, simple DIY filtration system for your waterland tubs for your turtles, or I suppose you could even house fish in here, or alligators, crocodilian, and all sorts of other reptiles. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel for more awesome content uploaded like this every Friday, and have a wonderful weekend.